Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about something really interesting, how NewJeans went from being one of the most popular girl groups in the world to becoming one of the most hated, with tons of people now leaving hate comments under their videos. It's honestly a crazy shift, and we need to talk about what happened and why things changed so fast for them. So let's take it all the way back to July 22nd, 2022, when out of nowhere, a music video dropped from a completely unknown girl group. No big promotions, no teasers, just a sudden release. The song was called Attention, and it was by a new girl group under Hybe named NewJeans. What really caught people off guard was how simple and natural the video was. There weren't any flashy lights, crazy sets, or intense choreography. It felt super raw and chill, almost like you were watching a bunch of teenagers hanging out, enjoying music, and just having fun together. That kind of carefree, real vibe was refreshing to a lot of people, especially because most K-pop debuts tend to be the complete opposite. Overproduced, super polished, and very performance-heavy. But NewJeans gave off a totally different energy, and it worked. After that, they dropped their next song, Hype Boy, and it exploded. The track went viral almost instantly, and people everywhere were trying to learn the choreography, do TikTok challenges, and talk about their visuals, styling, and concept. It became a major hit, and for a rookie group, they were already making waves in the industry. Hype Boy pretty much set the tone for all their future comebacks. It showed that they didn't need big production or over-the-top concepts to be successful. Their minimal Y2K-inspired aesthetic was already making them stand out in a sea of K-pop groups, and fans really appreciated how relatable and refreshing they were. But then things would start to shift drastically. As the group's popularity grew, so did their influence and brand power. The girls started landing major brand deals, but this is where it started to get a little messy. Fans were used to seeing them as regular teens with a chill vibe, but suddenly, they were being pushed into the luxury fashion world, which felt off for a lot of people. Hani was the first to be announced as an ambassador for Gucci, a huge luxury brand. Then Danielle became an ambassador for Burberry, followed by Minji with Chanel, Hyun with Louis Vuitton, and Heron with Dior. It was like overnight, they weren't just idols anymore. They became the faces of some of the most expensive and exclusive fashion brands in the world. And while some people thought it was a sign of success, others felt like it clashed with the image that made them love NewJeans in the first place. Fans started saying that it didn't make sense for a group that debuted with such a youthful and relatable concept to suddenly be involved in luxury marketing, and it made the group feel less approachable and more commercialized. The vibe was no longer teenagers just having fun, but more like luxury influencers, and that just wasn't what people were expecting or wanted from them. And this shift in image caused tension because it felt like the group's original charm was being overshadowed by brand deals and fashion campaigns. People started to question whether the authenticity they loved was still there, or if it had all become about money and influence. The comment sections under their videos started changing. Less excitement, more criticism. Fans were noticing this change and feeling disappointed, which only got worse when more controversies started surfacing involving the group's management and decisions behind the scenes. NewJeans fans were mostly young teenage girls, and one of the biggest reasons why they connected so strongly with the group was because they saw themselves in them. The members felt relatable and down to earth, like normal girls just enjoying music and having fun. But when the group started getting huge luxury brand ambassadorships, things changed. It wasn't just about the music anymore. Fans started noticing how everything they wore, used, or endorsed was tied to expensive brands. And naturally, when idols promote these brands, fans feel encouraged to buy them too. That's kind of how marketing works. But the reality is, your average teenager can't afford a Dior handbag or Gucci outfit that costs thousands of dollars. And that's where the problem started. The gap between the idols and their fans widened, and some of that original relatability was lost. A lot of fans felt alienated and like they were no longer part of the group's journey. Some fans even stopped supporting them altogether. But despite that, NewJeans kept growing in popularity and releasing hit after hit. Their success didn't stop, but it's important to remember that NewJeans wasn't just 5 girls randomly doing everything on their own. They had an entire team of professionals behind them, people crafting the concepts, styling, choreography, and overall image. The members were the face, but behind them, there was Hybe and Adore, making every decision about their career. And then things took a turn when NewJeans accused their own company of mistreatment. This shocked a lot of people, because from an outsider's perspective, it really seemed like Adore had given them everything an idol could ever want. They had creative freedom, massive budgets, the best producers and stylists, luxury deals, and so much exposure. It looked like they were living the dream that most idols could never even imagine. So when the girls said they weren't being protected, fans were confused. Like, what kind of protection were they talking about? Some people thought maybe they meant protection from hate and online criticism, which is definitely something every big K-pop group deals with. Hate comments are unfortunately part of the industry, and it's almost impossible to shield idols completely from that. Others wondered if it was about mental health struggles, privacy violations, or serious issues inside the company that we as fans just didn't know about. But here's where it gets even more complicated. NewJeans was under Adore, and Min Hee-jin was the CEO running Adore at the time. She was the one in charge of everything, every decision, every comeback, every public appearance. The girls themselves have always called Min Hee-jin their mother, and they seem to have a really close relationship with her. Even after leaving the company, they still wanted to go back to Min Hee-jin, which confused people, because wasn't she the one responsible for their mistreatment? She got dismissed from her CEO position at Adore around August 27th, and then just a couple weeks later, on September 11th, 2024, NewJeans accused the company of mistreating them. That's only 16 days between those two events, meaning they were under a new CEO for barely over 2 weeks when the accusations came out. So naturally, people assumed that whatever mistreatment happened, it must have occurred under Min Hee-jin's leadership, right? Because how could anything that bad happen in just 16 days under a new CEO? But then, things got even messier when some of the accusations NewJeans made were allegedly exposed as lies. One of the biggest claims was against the rookie girl group Illit, where Hani said she was ignored by them. According to her, she and Illit passed each other, and Illit's manager supposedly looked Hani in the eyes and told Illit to ignore her. This got a lot of backlash, but later it was revealed that Illit and NewJeans barely crossed paths at all. For every claim about Illit ignoring them, there was CCTV footage proving the opposite, that Illit was always respectful, and the moment Hani described never happened the way she said. In fact, their manager didn't even look at Hani or tell Illit to ignore her. Then later on, Hani changed her story, saying she heard about the interaction 5 to 10 minutes later, not directly at the moment. And honestly, I could go deeper into this situation, but I've already made a full video breaking it all down, so make sure to check it out. I'll have it linked in the description for you guys. Anyways, things didn't stop there. NewJeans even accused another girl group called Les Seraphim, who are also under the same parent company, Hybe, of stealing a brand deal from them. This really stirred up a lot of drama online, and people were shocked that NewJeans would publicly call out another group from their own label family. It just made everything seem even more chaotic. A lot of people, including netizens, started saying that the NewJeans members were acting spoiled for complaining about one brand deal being stolen, especially considering the fact that NewJeans had so many brand endorsements already. Like, think about it. NewJeans had huge deals with Apple, Levi's, and even Nike, some of the biggest and most exclusive companies in the world. That's next-level exposure and massive income right there. Meanwhile, Les Seraphim had their own deals too, but not nearly as many or as major as NewJeans. So for NewJeans to complain about losing out on just one brand deal, it really didn't sit right with a lot of people. Netizens started calling them out for being ungrateful and petty, saying they should be grateful for the success they already have, instead of focusing on what other groups are getting. But here's where it gets even more complicated. It was later revealed, allegedly, that Min Hee-jin could have been behind everything. And by everything, we're talking about the accusations, the complaints, and the drama with other Hybe groups. Now, nothing has been officially confirmed, but there have been leaks and reports suggesting that Min Hee-jin may have influenced NewJeans' actions and statements during this whole scandal. But let's be real here. We might never know the full truth. A lot of things are happening behind the scenes, and as fans or outsiders, we can only speculate or form our own opinions based on what's out there. Some people believe NewJeans was manipulated by Min Hee-jin and didn't realize the consequences, while others believe they knew exactly what they were doing. But again, unless Adore versus NewJeans and Hybe in court finally wraps up and all the facts come out, we're kind of left in the dark. It's one of those situations where we're all just waiting to see what happens, and until then, people will continue to come up with their own theories, beliefs, and take on the whole drama. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Do you think NewJeans was in the wrong, or is there more going on behind the scenes? Let me know your opinions in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss another update. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.